What's going on, 59 friends? Ironcane here as your host for your weekly dose of gacha news. This week is pretty nuts. We have 2 new major gacha releases, collaborations, and more. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave it a like, comment down below how you feel about the upcoming games like My Hero Academia, and don't forget to subscribe to 59 Gaming Mobile for all your mobile gaming needs. Now with that said, let's get right into this week's news. Speaking of My Hero, after some extra emergency maintenance, My Hero Ultra Impact is now playable on global. If you've never heard of the game, it's a turn-based RPG that puts players in 3v3 battles with their favorite heroes and villains from MHA in adorable 3D chibi models. Players get the opportunity to experience the anime's iconic story once more on the go, with all original illustrations made for units. The game features a base building mechanic as well, with players able to customize their own hero base and check out unique interactions between the characters they've collected. To further personalize the experience, players can even set their ultra rare units on their home screen to show off the hype card art. By the way, rerolling for this game is extremely simple. All you have to do is complete the initial tutorial battle, then you can do your first multi, which you can reroll to your heart's content. If you're curious which units are the best to reroll for, then look no further than 59 Gaming Mobile. Hydros has an in-depth reroll guide on the channel going over the units that will give you a very good start. For me, I got All for One, but hey, maybe I'll go try my luck for Bakugo. Word on the street is, he's pretty insane. If you'd like to give the game a go yourself, My Hero Ultra Impact is immediately available on Android and iOS devices for global. It was confirmed this week that Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent will be released in the West this year. The mobile title is a prequel to the Octopath game that originally made its debut in 2018. Champions of the Continent plays very similar to the console version of Octopath, being a turn-based RPG with the series' iconic HD 2D art style, but this time up to 8 characters can appear on the battlefield at once. For the story, players get to take the role of 3 different main characters, one of which is Herminia, the Witch of Greed, Titos, the hero, and last but not least, August, the playwright. For fans that play the original Octopath Traveler, expect to see familiar faces throughout your journey. You'll be able to launch your own adventure in the world of Octopath when Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent releases on Android and iOS devices for global later this year. If you're looking for a new gacha to try on your PC, look no further than King of Fighters AllStar. The title just launched its open beta for its mobile port. Now players can enjoy the game while using controllers, giving the authentic fighting game feel. For those unaware, King of Fighters AllStar is a fast-paced side-scrolling action title that allows players to create teams of 3 from all the characters that have made appearances throughout the series, like Terry Bogard from Smash. Those looking for a challenge can duke it out with other players in PvP, but if you prefer PvE content, there's story mode and boss raids to tackle as well with other players in real time. If you'd like to try the game out yourself, King of Fighters AllStar is immediately available on Android and iOS devices, as well as PC for global. If a new gacha is something you're after, then stay on the lookout for Aeromancer, which just launched today. The game is a fast-paced action RPG made by the creators of Waifu Labs. It's apparently the first AI illustrated game, which is pretty interesting to say the least. It features over 200 levels, a new character engine, unique witches to collect, and the ability to fuse units to create new powerful forms. Also, I must say, I took a listen to the trailer and the soundtrack for the game is pretty fire for a mobile game, so color me impressed. Also, if users visit Waifu Labs' website, they can have an AI create an original character just for you that can be used in-game. All you have to do is choose an initial portrait, a color palette, find 2 things, and pick a pose. If you want to check out the site and get your own free character, check the link in the description below. Aeromancer is immediately available on Android and iOS devices for global. Kicking us off for JP and Beyond this week, we have Attack on Titan Brave Order, which releases tomorrow. Brave Order is described as a multiplayer RPG with chibi character models. The game will feature the original thrilling story with Eren, Mikasa, and others from the Scout Regiment, and to keep things fresh, the game has new exclusive voice lines made just for the mobile release. As previously stated, Brave Order will have multiplayer. This includes PvP and co-op, with guilds being available as well. And when you need some downtime, players can hang out with their units in their dorm. Thanks to those who pre-registered, all players will receive enough gacha currency for 1 multi and 5 singles. Attack on Titan Brave Order will be available on Android and iOS devices tomorrow. We'll definitely be covering the game when it drops on the channel, so if you're eager for some more content on Brave Order, you're already in the right place. While we get through a Gacha News episode without at least one collab? What are you, crazy? Anyways, like we mentioned in a previous episode, Grand Blue Fantasy is having a crossover event with Gacha phenomenon Uma Musume, which just started 2 days ago. In celebration, an event called A Fanfare to Echoes Across the Skies is available that features full voice acting. Now, through the event, players have the opportunity to get characters like Special Week, Silent Suzuka, and Tokai Teo after clearing Chapter 1, Episode 3. And by completing special quests, players can obtain treasures which can be used to exchange for pools on the collab summon, Gold Chip and Majuro McQueen, as well as other goodies. Those looking for a challenge can also try their hand at the Proud Quest, which is now available in the event as well. The collaboration itself will be up until the 20th of this month, so you still have plenty of time if you'd like to participate. Grand Blue Fantasy is immediately available on Android and iOS devices for JP. On the topic of collaborations, Xeno Alice is currently having one with Sanrio characters like Hello Kitty, which is quite odd now that I think about it. Anyways, players who log in during the event get 800 magic stones for free and a Nightmare Hello Kitty on the house. To celebrate the collaboration, a special guild event is available where players can get Ura shooting tickets, which can be used on the Ura shooting gacha. On it, magic stones and other enhancements can be summoned. Now what you all have been waiting for, the units. There is Alice chilling with Cinnamon, Princess Abara vibing with Hello Kitty, Cinderella kicking with Kuromi, Red Riding Hood strolling with My Melody, and lastly, Rapunzel holding things down with Pom Pom Portin. Also, players who purchase the specific collab gem packs will get Hamlin and Pochako. All the units I mentioned are SS rarity, and for this collaboration, there are 2 separate step-up banners, so go for the one with the units you want the most. If you'd like to get some of these adorable collab units, Xeno Alice is immediately available on Android and iOS devices. For the last story of the week, we have the Alchemist Code and its collaboration with Jujutsu Kaisen, which starts today until the 10th of March. The crossover will feature an original scenario and give players the opportunity to obtain characters like Yuji, who will be a lightning type, Gojo, who is darkness, Toto, who is fire, Nabara, who has wind, and Megumi will be a water unit. In terms of free characters, Toto will be the only one. He can be acquired through the completion of the event. Unfortunately, that's all we know about the collaboration, but I imagine that's pretty much it. But who knows, maybe there'll be another surprise or two. If you want to find out yourself, the Alchemist Code is available on Android and iOS devices for JP. And with that, another episode of Gacha News is in the books. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, for the latest in everything Gacha related, make sure to tune in every week for Gacha News. Peace guys, Iron out.